Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Oda Potato. His name is Rhapsody, and this is ShellShock Live.
No pause. Bold move.
This is the last ever episode of ShellShock Live. This is the last ever collaborative episode Rhapsody are going to do. We've decided, after 2.5, 3 years of working together, we've said all the jokes. We've made all the funny stuff happen. There is nothing left to say.
They're all done. Ooh, are we doing simultaneous shots? Orbital.
Oh no, what did I do?
Simultaneous shots. I'm
sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll forgive you.
I needed to think of something new and novel for the last ever episode of our collaborative series together.
That's right. We're never going to be working with any either party ever again. Oh my god, how's this going to work?
Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was weird.
We are Noel and Liam Gallagher. We're splitting up, doing completely different music projects from now on. In this terms, it's going to be, I guess, video games.
So are you gonna be Noel or are you gonna be?
Which one? Which one's more successful? That'll determine my answer.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of the bands that they're both in. One is in a band called High Flying Birds.
Yes.
I know that, but I can't remember which one. I can't remember the difference between either of them, honestly.
I know. Twins are like that.
Yeah, that's funny, eh? Okay, so one's in High Flying Birds. The other one is what? What's the other one in?
Well, you can remember the name of one of their bands. So I'm going to say that's the more successful one. Let's just say that that's Noel. Because of that, I'm going to be Liam.
Yeah.
I feel like you're ready to take off, and I've crested.
I think that's not true. I don't think that's true by any stretch of the imagination.
I'm afraid to say. Oh my god, this is gonna be awful.
I'm afraid to say your best days are ahead of you, buddy.
Oh no. Don't put that evil on me.
It's true.
Oh.
It's gonna happen. All right, hold on. There we go. All right. This is not gonna work.
Oh,
no. Oh, come on. Get to wah. That's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, that's ridiculous. Have a look at where you're standing.
Is ridiculous. Yeah. Look, I've got the potential to take damage, but I can't fire anything. It's ridiculous.
You do not have the potential to take damage.
What are you talking about? Look, I can't fire anything. I fired a pixel there.
There you go. Look at all the damage you took. What potential?
Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Thank goodness I got a weapon like this. Great.
I mean, it's relatively low wind as well. That was the best position to be using that in.
Yeah. Did you hit me? I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, okay. Was it a good hit?
I don't know. Dealer's choice. What's happened here? It's still locked for me.
I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Oh,
come
my.
on, really? What is going on here? It's the game's way of saying, Orbital, you deserve a couple of wins.
Oh, I thought it was saying
5,000 episodes.
A strong screw you to me.
All right.
Hey, I still managed to hit you.
That was a very, very good shot. Excellent shot.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Good shot.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that feels good.
There we go. Oh, 66 damage with a witch. That's spot on.
Ooh.
Not happy about that.
Not happy about the ooh sound or the 66 damage with a witch?
Oh, no.
Popped him.
Oh, no. It's just all... It's all going so very wrong, isn't it?
I don't know. It's going pretty well for me.
I'm gonna get the teleport. Oh,
Are you?
Oh, you. Yeah, I really wanted it.
I had to teleport away from you.
Why?
Because I was terrified. Of course I was terrified. Oh, try to escape that hole. Sorry, bud, that's not happening.
No, I know it's not happening. I don't have any tracks. I just literally have no tracks.
You know what? I'm going to rely on luck here. 4 damage. There we go. Good clover. Good luck.
All right, it's all right. Let me just get my nuke out. And if I can do a quad triple crit, then I will be fine. If not, it's over for me.
Not the quad triple crit.
Yeah, the quad triple crit. You never heard the quad triple crit?
No.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. No quad triple crit in sight. Disgraceful.
I don't know. It feels good.
Like
I might actually level out to 81 here just before we end the series.
Really? That makes me feel not great about how I'm still level 78.
Don't be sad for you. Be happy for me. You don't look into your neighbor's bowl to check whether or not you have as much of them. You look in to make sure that they have enough.
What are you talking about?
What? It's a saying. You don't look into your neighbor's bowl to check if you have as much as they do. You look into your neighbor's bowl to make sure that they have enough. It's about. It's kind of like an anti-envy message.
Why would you look into your neighbor's bowl?
I don't know. Maybe there's some cool stuff in there.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe there's some cool stuff in your neighbor's. All right. Oh, this is such a nonsense position to be in. I would hasten to add, it's just ridiculous.
Yes, extremely. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to take advantage of it.
That's annoying. Oh man, this is just. I can't even use a lot of the good weapons that I have because they're just gonna attack me at the same time.
You know what? Screw you.
Oh no. No. My fat stacks. They all missed.
Oh no, but now you actually have the ability to hit me, so I think it's fair.
That's a good shout. No, I appreciate that. That was a generous thing that you did. Do you have this weapon? Do you have tangent fire?
I do. It's one of the weapons from the store. I picked them all up early.
It's super garbage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just wanted to clarify that before I used it and wasted it.
Has no use case.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yep.
How did you? That's a good shot there.
Thank you. Trying to Uzi the Uzi.
Uzi the Uzi. All right. I should have done more.
You say that, and yet.
And yet it didn't.
Precise Mundo.
Battling it out at the bottom of this pit. Oh, God. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. Come on, froggies. Go away. Ugh. Difficult.
I'm just going to hide down here.
All right, so you used asteroids, right? I have a major issue. Moons look very like asteroids. And that, I think, is a bad design choice. Also,
they are
Boulder.
quite similar.
They also look like Boulder as well. I feel it could have been done better. Oh? What was that?
Spazza, and it went wild and jumped on me.
Oh, no. That's, I'm sorry to hear about that.
I have garbage weaponry from here on out, so.
Oh. That was awful nice of you. I also have garbage weaponry, by the way, so just to make you aware.
Mm-hmm.
Best that I think I've got is Snowball. I'm going to be using that now.
I got Jammer? Oh, what? 75 from your Snowball. Oh, best I've got is Snowball. Oh, I don't know if this is a good weapon at all.
It's alright. I've got Jammer too.
Uh-huh.
See if I can get you with a Jammer.
We jamming.
51 damage. A lot of damage to do.
I got 100 crit with a molehill there at the very end. It was not enough. We gotta turn this simultaneous fire off.
It's garbage, isn't it?
Real bad.
It's garbagery. I feel like you leveled the playing field literally with the nuke. So, I mean...
Well, hey, I don't want the last episode to just be a run over.
What, as opposed to every other episode?
Precisely.
Ever. I think that your win rate might be like 75%.
I'd be surprised. I'd say maybe 55, 60.
No, it must be higher than 55. Must be. I won't go lower than 70, I'm afraid.
All right, let's haggle. 60.
It's not 60.
60.
I'm not going as low as 60. It's not 60.
60?
It is probably actually about 75.
Calling once?
I'm sticking to 75.
Calling twice?
Nope,
Sold. 60.
That's not how haggling works.
That's how haggling works.
That's an auction that you just did.
Yeah. It's the haggling auctioneer.
That's a completely different thing.
Whoa, you always crit with that weapon. What's up?
Have you ever been to an auction?
Ooh. Yes. Once. I was 8.
Really?
I think there was like a meat platter, and I was given the money and authority by my family to bid. To bid,
yeah. What did you? What was it an auction for? Just
a meat platter. A platter of various meats. Have you never encountered a meat platter in your life?
No, I've encountered a meat platter, but never bid for one or heard of anyone bidding for one at an auction. Usually it's like cars and antiques.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. We didn't grow up that rich. Usually it's cars, antiques, small dominion of countries. It's,
Yeah.
City-states.
come on.
This is what usually we're...
Yeah, look. You telling me you've never been in a city-state in your life?
Possibly. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know the definition of a city-state. I haven't played enough Civ.
So, good point. So what have you? So what else was on sale at this?
Oh, screw if I'll know. I was 8.
So
You're
it wasn't
lucky
like
I
a car
remembered that
auction.
much. I was asked recently,
wasn't-
hey, in kind of like an ice-breaking context, what's your earliest memory? And my response was I don't know. I frankly do not know. Anything before like 14 is way too early. And even then, at 14, the only things I can remember are the things I'm embarrassed about. So I'm not going to repeat that in this context.
Yeah, it's a weird one. It's a weird one. Can you
Damn.
really not remember anything? I mean, let's be real, right? Memories are all fabricated anyway. So
Exactly.
Even if you thought you remembered something from like the age of 5, in actuality, it's fake. It's completely fake.
Yeah. Every time you access a memory, you are recreating it in such a fashion that makes it foible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more than aware of this. And also the amount of people that are like, oh, I remember when I was 4 years old and I tripped over a bench. And it's like, how many times did your mother tell you that story? Oh, every night.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You don't think that might have something to do with the fact you remember it?
Do you not think that's wild though, right? Like, that's just like wild that the human brain can do that.
Oh, yeah. We've got straight up cinemas in our head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of cinema, actually, what is the most recent film you've watched in cinema?
Good question. I don't know. It would have been like the last Marvel,
So Infinity
whatever
War?
that was. Yeah. Infinity War. I think that was the last one.
Okay. What'd you think of Infinity War and the Universal?
The what? The what? Sorry.
The Universal.
Oh, we can't talk about that. Spoilers.
Can't we?
What? I don't know. What's the time limit on spoilers?
The time limit on spoilers for something as a blockbuster, I think, is way shorter. Like, as it leaves cinema, I think, is the end of that.
All right. So we're all right to talk about the fact that Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father. Like, is that?
Yo, whoa, hang on. I haven't seen that yet.
Is that,
Darth Vader is who's what?
is that like, I mean, like, seriously, right? What is the time limit on spoilers? I don't know. I feel like I don't disagree with you by any stretch, by the way, but
I think for like cultural zeitgeist films, like most Marvel films, it is basically as they leave the theaters.
All right, you seem distinctly disappointed with when you said cultural zeitgeist. You said it in a downcast.
No.
What did you think? What did you think of Infinity Thingamabobber, Infinity Game?
Infinity Game?
War? Yeah.
I felt it was weirdly warish for its name, Infinity Game, of course.
Yeah.
They should have really retitled it, frankly, as far as I'm concerned.
I agree.
I'm glad we're on the same board. I don't know. I'm getting that superhero movie fatigue. It's too much for me right now. It's just a lot.
Yeah. No, I think that's fair.
It feels like every superhero movie I watch is the same. Like the exact same. Like I can track the plot points, and here's where the hero seems like they're dead, but they're not. And then here's where the love interest comes in and rekindles the hero's hope in humanity. And here's where the sidekick comes in and does the funny thing. And then here's where the other character that we need to know so that we can track the progress of a different film comes in and does some sort of a side adventure that is not necessarily related to the main plot, but might be a little bit. I don't know. I think I'm done after Infinity War Part 2.
But aren't most films like pretty formulaic anyway?
Oh yeah, definitely.
This is yeah.
But I guess I forgive kind of like the 3-act structure for a lot of other things because they are less like they have more heart and soul to them. Like, it doesn't feel like, oh, this is something that was run through a million different workshops before it was put on camera.
Yeah. Congrats,
by the way, I did level up.
Yeah, I was going to say, congrats for leveling 81. That's pretty good.
Thank you very much. I've unlocked a new weapon called Black Hole.
Ah.
So I'll be looking to see if I get that here. I do not, so you're okay.
That's disappointing. So what was the last film that you saw in this?
8th grade, Bo Burnham's film.
What? 8th grade?
It's a coming of age film for the new generation. So like a lot of coming of age films for especially teenagers. Like, okay, yes, that's broadly where coming of age films are. But a lot of those films feel like they're written by like 3 different 40-year-old dudes sitting down and going, "This is what we think teens think like."
Yeah.
Whereas Bo Burnham is a relatively young guy, right? Like he kind of broke big at 22 in 2009, I think. Oh God, is he? No, he's like 27. I think he's like only 2 years older than me because I always get jealous when I remember his age. But in concert with a bunch of teenagers talking about the actual things that relate to them, and it doesn't do it in a kind of pandering way like, oh, it's the Snapchat generation, or here's all those Snapchaps, but it's talking about how the story of a coming of age story for a teenager is adapted relevantly in the modern millennia, and it's really good. Like I saw that the reason good work. The reason it took me a moment to recognize that was the most recent I've seen is because I saw it and Vice, the story of Dick Cheney, on the same day. Is it good? It is really good. I saw them one after another. Like I walked out of a cinema into another one. Like I had both of my tickets.
Why?
But...
Really?
Yeah. No, I wanted to watch both of them, and 8th grade was about to go out of theaters here. And Vice had just come out. I'm a big fan of Adam McKay, so I was like, cool, gotta go see it.
Wow. Was that difficult to watch both one after another? I mean, that's quite a time commitment.
No, not at all. I actually thought, maybe I'm gonna have my attention wane. No, they both gripped me thoroughly. It was impossible for me to be bored or even fatigued.
Reckon that was because of the choice of film rather than like watching 2 films back to back?
Definitely the choice of film. If I watched any other films in that order, I think I would have been really poorly off. Shortly before that, I watched The Favorite. No. I watched Into the Spider-Verse shortly before that. The Favorite before that. and Sorry to Bother You is probably because it had like a delayed Australian release. Those were all excellent. I really, really liked each and every one of them. I actually wrote like mini reviews of each of them. Hang on. Let me see if I got these. I'm gonna read these through if you're okay with that.
I'm more than okay with. Please, I would love to hear.
I really dug Sorry to Bother You, Vice, 8th Grade, The Favorite, and Into the Spider-Verse recently. STBY, Sorry to Bother You, and Vice both understand that film, outside of animation, has been far too literal and bogged down in reality for far too long, and that limits the stories you can tell and the emotions you can evoke. A lot of people use unflinching or raw to describe particularly tragic stories, but 8th Grade was an actually unflinching and raw coming-of-age story for the modern times, written by a relatively young guy, Bo Burnham, in concert and conversation with those who are actually in the target demographic. A lot of coming-of-age films feel like, here's what I think kids are like, but this was far more honest. And finally, The Favorite had brilliant dramatic tension and wasn't afraid to let the audience figure things out from context, in stark contrast to a lot of blockbuster films where a character will repeatedly state plot points to make sure that they were gotten and announce their emotions rather than portray them. And then... I didn't say anything about ITS yet. One sec. I'm just going to fire off that weapon. I didn't say anything about ITS yet, but the quick version is that I love when creative risks are taken with established properties, and God, the writing and animation were astounding. Done.
Wow. What about Vice? Did you write anything about Vice?
I did. It was the first thing I spoke about.
Oh, sorry. It cut out.
Vice understands that film outside of animation has been far too literal and bogged down in reality for far too long, and that limits the stories that you can tell and the emotions you can evoke. Vice does this thing where it kind of like jumps back and forth between different cinematic techniques that in in a way that disorientates you, but in a good way. Okay. Like to knock you off of your heels, to kind of take you out of your almost complacency watching it.
Yeah.
Great shot.
Yeah. Thank you. That's really good. That's really good. You know what? I'm really glad that we didn't date this last ever episode of ShellShock Live, because that would just be, terrible, really, if we were to, give any reference to what time we recorded this.
Hey, some of those films came out later in Australia than they did anywhere else in the world, so...
Well, now we're just giving people even more hints on when it is.
Oh no!
I know. How will we ever survive? No, that sounds really good. You should be a film critic. They were good reviews.
I don't know about that. I always feel bad giving negative reviews. Like, I'm more than happy to give positive reviews, but I hate giving negative feedback. I frankly don't think it's my place to do. And for that reason, I can't give positive reviews, because then if I say I've seen something and don't give it a positive review, I am inherently giving it a negative review.
Well, look, I think that's fair, but I think that, negative reviews are important, because, there is a way of doing it, and then there's obviously a way of doing it.
Definitely.
There's a way to be a bad person on the internet. It's quite easy.
Yeah.
But,
I don't think that I don't think that they're bad. I don't think that anyone who gives negative reviews is like necessarily bad. It's just not my thing.
All right, do you want to finish up? Let's do one more game. Let's do 100 HP. Nice quick game. I think that's
hell yeah.
Nice way to round it.
This is actually it for the series. How about that?
Yeah.
Whoever wins this match wins.
Okay. All right. I've got garbage weapons. I've got 3 mini turrets. Actually, that's pretty
Mini turrets are excellent. What is wrong with you?
Okay. Just gonna be using 3. Have you got a nuke? Tell me.
No, I don't. I'm just screwed. You've got 3 mini turrets. I'm done. Well done.
Well done for being lucky enough to spawn with 3 mini turrets. Yeah. Oh, come on! What the? What the heck? Oh, dude, that's just not even funny.
Yes, it is. Did you hear me laugh? Did you hear her laugh? There was a lot of laughing going on.
Oh, come on.
Oh!
Get away.
Goodbye.
Get away.
2 HP in it. 2 HP.
That's it. I've lost the video game. I've lost the series.
I'm afraid that you do have to delete ShellShock Live from your PC now. I didn't make it clear that those were the terms, but you're never allowed to play this game again.
Oh. Wowzers. Holy cow. Ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching. It's been real. It's been a really good series, actually, and I appreciate you for coming along.
Hey,
along, Rhapsody. It's been
no
good.
qualms whatsoever. Thank you very much for being my compatriot in arms here.
This is the first series that I sort of did since coming back. So I appreciate that you had faith in me, Rhapsody, and
I've always had faith in you.
That's very kind of you to say, but I appreciate that. But yeah, thanks to everyone who left a comment, gave us some feedback about all of the weapons and all of the crazy stuff that we talk about, and thanks for everyone for buying into the internet celebrity meme. I really do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. That has been the most important thing from this series. Of course, we're gonna be back. We're gonna be doing other stuff. Our collaborative relationship is not over. I hope. Yeah, we look forward to. Oh no! Please say it ain't so.
It ain't so.
Jesus Christ. There are more jokes to be made. Yes, we'll be back soon with another game, and yeah, I'm sure we'll have a grand old time there. But for now, ladies and gents, go check out Rhapsody's channel. It's really, really good. Link down in the description. Thank you very, very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Adios.